Years ago today, 11 Alive was broadcasting live in downtown Atlanta. It was the opening ceremony of the 1996 Summer Olympics, an event that changed the city and the surrounding area forever. Jeff Hollinger joins us. Jeff, I love hearing your stories about that time. You have such a great perspective on that day and really how Metro Atlanta transformed during the next 25 years into what we see today.
Well, you know, Cheryl, it really is a time of contemplation, I think, for a lot of us who were here during that time. And it began back in 1987. Could Billy Payne, an Atlanta attorney, a former UGA football player, and then Mayor Andrew Young, bring the world spectacle to the city? Everybody laughed at him, really. I mean, I remember having him on a weekend show, and people in the TV station, that's not going to happen. It did happen. Metro Atlanta changed, and it continues to change, and you can really draw a line before the Olympics and after.
The Centennial Olympic Games held in Atlanta will forever be discussed and bantered about locally, nationally, and internationally. What is clear, 25 years later, after the cauldron was lit off Capitol Avenue, Atlanta would never be the same. In 1987, Atlanta attorney Billy Payne and Mayor Andrew Young began a plan for Atlanta to host the 1996 Centennial Olympics. Their plan included a convergence of business, politics, and race. It wouldn't be easy. Both were mocked initially, but soon it would all change. In September of 1990, with an announcement from Tokyo, the International Olympic Committee selected Atlanta for 1996 and the 100th Olympic Games.
It was by the grace of God and by your racial harmony that you all won this bid. And don't forget it.
The city would need to bolster infrastructure, roads repaired, new lighting, bridges checked, capital improvements everywhere. Techwood Homes was destroyed downtown, public housing to build mixed use and the Olympic Village. Blighted old buildings were demolished, and Centennial Olympic Park was created, a gathering point for the Games and a future anchor for the renovation of downtown Atlanta, a resurgence. The Games took place from July 19 through August 4th. The Georgia Historical Society estimates that 2 million people visited Atlanta and 3.5 billion people watched on television. 83,000 packed Olympic Stadium to celebrate the culture of the American South in the opening ceremony, including pickup trucks, a new composition from Oscar-winning composer John Williams with the ASO entitled Summon the Heroes, and the legendary fighter and gold medalist Muhammad Ali struggling valiantly with Parkinson's disease lighting the cauldron. The competition was great. Carrie Strug led the U.S. women to the first gymnastics gold despite an injured ankle, and Michael Johnson winning the 200-meter and 400-meter, taking home the gold, the first Olympian to ever do that. Women's soccer was brilliant, and the U.S. men's basketball team, the Dream Team, cruised. But there was trouble, too. Transportation and housing issues, buses didn't run, drivers were lost, and technology sputtered. There was the flea market vendors downtown, and the terrorist attack on July 27th. A 40-pound pipe bomb exploded, killing one person, injuring another 100. A Turkish photographer died from a heart attack. The Games continued with increased security. The park reopened 2 days later with 40,000 attending for a ceremony. 25 years later, the legacy is still debated. Midtown construction boomed, the Beltline, downtown improvements, population influx inside the perimeter, residential real estate prices soaring to mind-numbing heights, Centennial Olympic Park, the Georgia Dome, all of it. Atlanta Metro towards 7 million people in 2021, and one of the biggest television markets in the country, in a city sophisticated beyond belief with restaurants, shopping, but also dealing with vexing crime, racial, political division, and gentrification. Where to stop? Atlanta is unrecognizable from 1996. Mostly good, but not entirely.
I was thinking the period from 1990 to 1996 as one that we'll never see again in this sense. There was this cohesion where everybody seemingly, and I'm not exaggerating by saying this, that everybody was on the same page, whether it was business or it was politics or it was media. I mean, if you got a call from Billy Payne or Andrew Young that you were needed, everybody was sort of moving in the same direction. We'll never see that again. I mean, I can't imagine that anywhere in American life. But Atlanta was unique during that period from 90 to 96, this real cohesion that made this place so remarkable to live in. And I was thinking about where I was 25 years ago tonight. We were broadcasting a bit of a ways away from the park when I was working at the other television station. And Brenda Wood and I went down for dinner. We didn't get to go to the event because we were broadcasting at that time, but we were going to have a chicken sandwich at Mix next to the Pleasant Peasant across the street from Crawford Lawn. So for those of you who haven't lived here very long, you're going, what was that? If you've lived here for a while, you know what I'm talking about.
Amazing. And now I'm talking to Olympians who are like, oh, I was in diapers, you know, when that was all happening. It's incredible, this new generation that we'll meet
25
here.
years.
25
I mean, it's
years.
gone by like a snap. I mean, it's incredible.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Opening ceremony on Friday night. Jeff, thanks a lot.